Hey, it's Webs here with Task 9 of the Leroy Jenkins Hearthstone event. This time we're trying to complete the SI Smuggler Heroic Bounty in 25 turns or less. Because this bounty's boss is a fighter mercenary, we have to actually use something outside of the normal wheelhouse from the rest of the challenges, and the team that I went with, of course, was Orcs. Orcs is the easiest way to actually do it. Sadly, this is probably the most expensive build out of all the tasks to actually complete it. Even the one following this is a little bit cheaper, and I know not a lot of people are going to have access to this, but sadly I didn't find another way to actually complete this. I know there might be some other ways by using some other attack-based team, such as dragons or something else, but this team allows you to complete each individual step of the bounty in 3 or less turns, which allows you to have about a 10-turn clock on the boss, which is plenty enough to actually finish the task. The equipments in question are Serrated Shield for Sarfang, Tusk of Manaroth for Garrosh, Ring of Strength for Thrall. For Galvanger, we're using Fury of the Frostwolf. Gromosh, we're using Halting Slash. And for Samuro, we're using Burning Blade. For the climb, we're actually using Sarfang, Garrosh, and Thrall. And for the boss, we can either use Garrosh, Thrall, and Gromosh to start out with, or we could use Garrosh, Thrall, and Sarfang. But if you bring in Gromosh, then your damage isn't going to scale as quickly as if you had Sarfang out. But for the most part, you can kind of get away with just using the first 3 mercenaries. This is a really tough challenge to do. I did this multiple times with this build. The first time I didn't actually get any treasures that buffed up our orcs, and that made it really difficult, and I completed it in 24 turns instead of 25, which is actually incredibly close to failing this task. But I did try to do this again later, and I finished it probably in 19 turns instead of the 24, which was much better because I got a lot luckier with the treasures, and I developed a way better strategy and I discovered a way better method of actually completing the bounty overall. And while I don't usually like to show off the best case scenario, I do want to show off the way that I actually killed the boss in the second attempt, especially because of the fact that I think that is a much better way to actually kill the boss than the way that I did in the first attempt. And I think it's way more important to show off that gameplay than the fact that I got extremely lucky with treasures. And with that being said, let's look at how I did it. Okay, so we're going to start out with Garrosh, Thrall, and Gromosh. We're going to focus down the boss to get it as low as humanly possible. The boss is going to be able to break both of the eggs, which makes it a little bit annoying for us, but it does allow us to easily just focus down the boss when we discover it next turn. And because it can actually hit through the egg break, we can actually just kill the boss in 1 turn here, which is really nice to do. We're going to break the egg. That hits a random whelp. We'll focus down that whelp next. And now we're going to put Samuro down. Sarfang might have been a little bit of a better option, but we should be able to kill at least 2 whelps here, or get 2 really close to dead. And then we'll just have 3 left alive, which is really nice. And we have, I think, 8 turns left to actually complete this. We're going to place down the other fighter mercenaries. We can actually use the whirlwind to actually kill the final whelp, or we could just attack one of the other whelps to try to focus down on the entire very quickly. We get it down to 1 whelp, and then we should be able to just finish this off in 2 turns. And now the bleed will finish it off and we'll complete the task. Alright, I hope this guide to complete the task was very helpful for you, and if it was, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.